Hey everyone, this is DWS Darius and welcome to another day in the fish room. So today I want to talk to you guys about catfish and the problem that I have with these fish in my aquariums. So I get a lot of people asking me questions about catfish. I get a lot of requests to make videos about catfish. And I'm going to tell you guys straightforward, I honestly just don't like catfish. Now before I used to like catfish, but over time, the ones that I kept before, the ones that I keep today, I don't know what the hype is about. I don't know why they cost so much. Because in my opinion, they're just not worth it. Okay, so before I get started, I do want to say that this video is based upon my opinion, which is based on my experience with these fish. This is pretty much going to include all catfish, including Plecos, and the only exception from what I'm about to say is with corridors. So I have a problem with all catfish except corridors. So first off, what catfish do I keep? So in my 210 gallon aquarium, I have a striped Raphael catfish. In my 350 gallon aquarium, I have two 4-line Plecos catfish, and I also have a Lima shovel-nosed catfish inside of my 350 gallon aquarium. In my 75 gallon aquarium, I have a South American Bubbly catfish. I have a alien catfish inside my 125 gallon miscellaneous aquarium. I call it a big eye catfish because there's not a lot of information about this fish. So besides that, I also have some bristlenose Plecos, 3 inside my 125 miscellaneous aquarium and 3 more inside of my 125 gallon planted aquarium. Then I have the corridors, but like I said, the corridors are not the subject or the catfish included. Now the main reason why I decided to add these catfish to my aquarium, I have 2 main reasons. One, because they definitely look very attractive. No denying that catfish are some very beautiful fish. They have amazing shapes, some very cool patterns. Some of them have some very awesome colors. When you consider the different looks of the Plecos, there definitely are some very attractive fish. So that's one of the reasons why I chose the catfish that I chose. The second reason is because I like my tank to be fully active, top, middle, and bottom. I made a video about this, and catfish are fish that occupy the bottom level. Now the problem that I have with these catfish, I'm going to show you guys footage of these fish. So first off, we're going to take a look at my 350 gallon aquarium. In this tank I have 2 4-line Plecos catfish. These catfish look really awesome. The only problem is this is what they do all day for the last year and the year before that. I have these fish for I had one for about 3 years, one for about 2 years, and this is all they do. They sit in one spot. Occasionally the pike chases them, sometimes the red devil might chase them. One time they fought each other, but this is how they spend the majority of the day when the lights are on. After that, in the same aquarium, we have my Lima shovel-nosed catfish. You can barely see it, but it's behind my circulation pump. And this is how this fish spends his entire day. Next we go to my 210 gallon aquarium. I got lucky. I was able to capture this fish on footage. Now I usually see this fish about maybe once a year. If I come at night with a flashlight I could catch him. But once a year he comes out in the open and I was able to get this footage, and this is what he did when he was in the open. A similar situation in my 125 gallon miscellaneous aquarium. Now this fish, I never see this fish. Like I told you guys, 2 times I caught it on camera, like 3 times or 4 times. I had this fish for about 6 years. 3 or 4 times I saw it come out when the lights are on its own without me digging around. And this is what it did. Now that actually wasn't too bad. He definitely looked cool. But the thing is, he only does this once every few years. And then we have my 75 gallon grout aquarium. I have a South American Bumblebee catfish about 4 inches. And I'm just showing you guys the cave that he lives in. And I never see this fish. He never comes out willingly. The only times he come out is if I shake the wood, go digging around. Besides that, I never see this fish. Even when I come searching at night, I never see him unless I tip him out. And then we look at my Plecos. These do move around a bit. But the moment they notice me watching them, they go and hide. So basically the point that I'm trying to make is that I initially bought these catfish because they look really cool and I thought that they would do a good job occupying the bottom portion of my aquarium. And I must say that I am sadly disappointed. These catfish, for the most part, some of them I never see, and the ones that I do see, they pretty much sit still all day. They're no different than my rocks and driftwood because they really don't do anything. Of course, this is natural behavior for catfish because these fish are nocturnal. In the wild, during the daytime, they pretty much stay in hideouts, they're in caves or in holes all day, and then at night they come out to feed and to explore. So this is their natural behavior. When the lights are on, they're just doing what instincts tell them to do. The only problem is that I watch my aquarium when the lights are on. Every now and then I do come with a flashlight and look at it at night, but the majority of the time I come to my tank for entertainment when the lights are on. So to have this fish unseen or to have it being seen but not doing anything is not just boring. I also think that it's a waste of bioload. So pretty much I think that these catfish are pretty much dead weight on my aquarium. So recently I've been calculating bioload. Of course you can't physically calculate how much waste each fish produce, but you know that if a fish eats a lot, if he has a big belly, and if he poops a lot, he's adding to the bioload. So these catfish, they really don't move much, but I do notice that they do have some really plump stomachs. They do eat a lot. No doubt that they do poop a lot. So these fish are contributing to the bioload, and they're not doing anything. They're not entertaining me. And that's my big problem with these catfish. So the big problem is that just most catfish are unable to break that natural habit of being nocturnal. Now there are a few other nocturnal fish that I keep, but it seems like they broke that nocturnal pattern. I have my ghost knife. This fish does hide a lot, but he does come out to eat, even to the point where he's willing to eat on my hand. So that definitely is very enjoyable, even though he's not really as active as some of these other fish. Because of his nocturnal behavior, he still breaks his habit and comes out during feeding time, and I get to enjoy this fish sometimes throughout the day. Same thing with my clown loaches. These fish are naturally nocturnal. In fact, the bigger the clown loach get, the more shy they get. So the bigger they are, the more nocturnal they become. However, my jumbo clown loach, which is a fish that's about 10 to 12 inches, comes out all the time, and definitely I'm enjoying this fish. But I can't say the same about my catfish because these fish just won't break their natural nocturnal behavior. Now, so far I've maybe kept about 20 to 25 different species of catfish throughout my fish keeping experience, and this is my end conclusion. Like I said in the beginning, the only catfish that I exclude from this list are Corridor's catfish. There are some other catfish, like different groups of Synodontis catfish. If you keep a large number, they do become more active. But every other catfish, when you keep them solitary, this is my experience with them. And I will say that I do believe that catfish in an aquarium, being that they don't entertain me, they're dead weight on the bioload. So they're adding to the bioload and they're not giving you what you initially wanted. But yeah, this is just my experience with these fish. I know different people have different experiences. I know some people that have catfish that are extremely active, catfish that like to be petted, catfish that eat out their hand. So, you know, experiences will vary, but based on my experience, I say that catfish are just very stubborn, and for the most part, it's very hard to get them to break their natural behavior of being nocturnal. And because of that, I definitely will think twice before adding any catfish to my aquarium, because these fish, they do produce a heavy bioload, and you got to question whether or not it's worth it in your aquarium. But yeah, everyone, that's it for today. I just wanted to share with you guys my opinion on catfish. I believe that these fish are kind of a waste of space in an aquarium. I definitely think that they are way overpriced. But let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of you guys like your Plecos and your different type of catfish. But yeah, that's my experience with them. So yeah, as always, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you want more, make sure you subscribe. Before I go, I will give you guys a few updates. So we have my Jaguar pair reunited, and these fish have eggs on a rock. So we can expect a batch of fry any day now, and they're in the tank by themselves. So this batch should be successful, and we'll see how that turns out. On top of that, in my 29-gallon aquarium, I don't know how I missed this when I made that fish room update, but I have baby cherry barbs in this tank. Like, these fish are so tiny, it's crazy. But yeah, about 5 or 6 baby cherry barbs, looking awesome. And you know, I just said in that last video that I was gonna get rid of this tank, and now I have these babies making me wanna keep the tank. But yeah, everyone, that's a look at what's going on today in the fish room. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already to get everything that's to come. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.